going on? Instagram, in the studio working on some new pieces. Today's Art Tip Tuesday is all about, I would say, pricing when it comes to large scale work or murals, street art, things like that. I've been getting a lot of questions on that, and I've been giving the answer that rather than doing it by square footage, which a lot of people sort of ask, like, hey, what do you charge per square foot? I know a lot of artists that do. I sort of gauge it by effort. And effort is really sort of like a combination of course, square footage. How large is this mural piece that I'm going to do, or this street art piece, or this sculpture piece that I'm going to do? And eyeballing basically the amount of effort it will take to complete that piece. So everything from materials to, you know, this wall is over, 8 feet, so after 8 feet I have to get a different ladder, so that's more effort. Okay, this wall is about 20 feet, so now I have to rent a lift. That's going to be another charge. Or this wall is flat and it's really great smooth surface to kind of paint on, or is it sort of like this rough textured brick or concrete that I have to figure out, okay, I can't really use a brush, I have to use sort of spray mediums or spray equipment to sort of get in between those little grooves. That's going to be extra effort. So basically calculating all that, and it's not something where I sit down and sort of write everything out. It's something that I can kind of eyeball because I know my style. I know exactly the process of laying down the background on a small smooth surface versus a large wall that's really rough, or versus a wall that's on this side of town versus another side of town. You're calculating all that in your head as you're sort of figuring out, okay, what amount of time will it take to complete this mural, what amount of paint or materials will it take. You can sort of gauge a wall and say, okay, this is my style, this is the amount of paint I used on the last one, or something on a smaller scale. Okay, scaling it up, this is something I expect to use this amount of paint. Okay, I'm in, I'm doing it outside, so now I have to worry about, okay, now I need to get exterior paint as well. So a lot of people use latex paint. There's interior and exterior. Exterior costs more, so you have to calculate all those different things. So it's not really a matter of square footage. It's really for me about the effort that kind of goes into a specific project. So every project is really different. A wall may be the same size as another wall, but cost, I charge a different amount, mainly because the composition is different, and it may sort of require different tools, materials, ladder, lifts, whatever. So that's something that I sort of encourage artists to really think about, rather than sticking to that square footage sort of a formula. So that's your Art Tip Tuesday. Definitely check in next week for more. Peace.